Hey there, this is Katherine. I've got a quick 5-minute card here that I'm going to create using some stencils, layering them together. I'm not going to be stamping or die cutting on this card, and it is so quick and easy. So I'm just taping down a panel of Bristol smooth cardstock behind my stencil, and then I will add it to my positioner. I will add some magnets here to make sure that we are not moving here. And then I will begin my ink blending. I'm going to be using some Distress Oxide inks in this video, but you could use any kind of blendable ink, water reactive ink to create this panel as well. So I'm just going to take my Salty Ocean here. I'm going to quickly do a blend. You'll see at the top and the bottom there are kind of the defined cloud edges. You can see the stencil is wider on the sides, so I am going to intentionally kind of fade out my edges on the side and leave some white to keep that softness all around. And I love that the stencil is up to 6x6 size, so you could make a larger panel if you wanted to. But again, this one will be finished at 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And I just love the result. You also get a mask with that stencil, so you can cover it up, the blue part, and then stencil back around on those edges if you want to. So lots of versatility with it. I'm going to be layering on top this beautiful floral cross stencil, and I'm going to use a bright purple, this Villainous Potion, which I think is a newer purple to the line. Purple is my favorite color, so I use it a lot, but I definitely wanted to use it on this card. And so I'm just going to quickly blend this in here. You could use a lot of different products. You could use texture paste if you wanted to, a stencil butter. If you're not familiar with that, that is my latest obsession for using on stencils. I've got a couple of cards I've created using those, and it's just so much fun. And then I'm going to finish blending this out, and then I will add the words. So again, very quick card, probably total 5 minutes. And then I will add all of this to an A2 sized card base. This panel that I'm using is full sized. And so I won't trim it down. I'm just going to add it directly on there because I wanted to keep as much of the stencil in the center at the forefront. Okay, so let's peel this back and look at that. So beautiful. I just love the softness that you get with that cloud image behind. All right, so this stencil has He is Risen. I don't want to use it the way that the words are printed on here for this card. So I'm just going to work around that by masking off a little bit at the bottom. I'm going to start with the risen because that word is going to be at the bottom. So I want the placement to be there, and then I'll build up the is and the he. I'm just going to take a second to tape that off to make sure that I don't smudge on my card. And I'm using black soot ink on here to ink blend this. And you'll see that it fits just perfectly down there in that corner. And then I will come back. I got to clean the stencil off in between. I would recommend that when you're layering these words, especially since I'm using black. I don't want to get a smudge on there. So I'm just going to quickly wipe this off. I keep a spray bottle and some kitchen towels around, and then I can just wipe those off. I'm going to lay the is down, and I'm going to be really careful, but take a second here to add a little tiny piece of tape to make sure I don't get a smudge where I don't want it. And then I've got the is and the he. I will add some sequins on this card to the end of this to finish it off, and you've got some really quick cards here. Okay, I'm back with the sequins, just using some glue here. I am choosing to use purple sequins, so you could mass produce this card very easily. I'm going to add these on here. I'm doing groups of 3, 2 groups of 3 on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side. And I'll just surround that He is Risen with just a random placement of sequins. I don't spend too much time choosing where exactly the sequins are going to go, especially when I'm just doing little groupings. I just kind of go where I think the I would want it to flow to. So that's just how I kind of choose to finish off products like this. Okay, and here's the last one, ready to be adhered. And you can see 5-minute card. This is quick and easy, and I hope that you enjoyed it and found some inspiration. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next time.